Hi, this is Dave Serio, and welcome to You Ought to Know Live every Tuesday evening on the web. Tuesday evening live at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You Ought to Know Live, part of the Hangout10.com network. I'm Dave Serio, the host of You Ought to Know, a radio program every Saturday morning, 7 a.m. to 12 noon on various stations throughout the country. You can find me on the web at daveserio.com. DAVESERIO, DaveSerio.com. Now, every week, the friends joining me from the automobile business, and we get a chance to talk about some of the things that are going on. Tonight, I may only have one friend. Well, it's the holidays. It's Christmas Eve, and a lot of people are getting an early start to the holiday. But Mike, Mr. Scrooge, Mr. Humbug Lambert is not going to hear any of that, are you, Mike?
No, it's the Christmas, just another day.
It's just another day. Give you a couple bucks and you'll be washing a car on Christmas Day, right?
That's right. For enough money, I can be bought.
Well, speaking of money and being bought, let the folks know what you just finished up.
Yesterday, we finished up. We did the last 30 Alfa Romeo 4Cs that were brought into the country. Chrysler really stepped up and wanted them to look good, so they invited myself and my friend Rod Kraft from McGuire's to come down and take care of some damage that had been done during shipping, and which is not unusual, as we've talked before. It happens to everything, but they wanted these cars to be as perfect as they could, so that we were down there and did 130 of them in total.
Wow.
We did. There was 30 of them left to do yesterday. We sent six of them back for more significant repair, and so we did. From 8:30 in the morning yesterday till 9 o'clock last night, we worked on 24 of them.
And it takes probably about 30 to 40 minutes per car with both of you, right?
It was Rod and myself were doing the corrections, and it was about an hour to an hour and a half on each car.
Wow, that's incredible.
And we had two other gentlemen that were helping us that were waxing them. We just did the corrections, and they waxed them.
Now, I got to ask you a question, okay? You are Mr. Michael Lambert. Solo, flying solo all the time in your business. You don't have any helpers. You don't have anybody work behind you.
Nope.
You do it completely by yourself.
Yes.
What did you think about this event where you actually had people go behind you after you and Rod did corrections to actually wax the car? What did you think?
Well, it's kind of a whole completely different thing, because we weren't doing anything with tires, wheels, or windows, or interiors, or anything like that.
Okay.
So and the guys that were waxing the cars, they're familiar with it. They're detailers too, and but they're mobile detailers, so they know how to get a car waxed real fast. So it worked real well for this instance. Rod and I still went at the end of the night and just looked over everything, made sure it was okay, and there wasn't any wax left on cars or anything like that. So. You still have to. I just, in what I do on a daily basis, it doesn't work for me because I can't find anybody as particular as me.
By any chance, was one of the detailers Jeffrey Harris?
No.
No. Okay. Very good friend of mine over many years, and he's very, very good.
Yeah.
But he's a mobile detailer also. In fact, he's been for many years been the detailer for the Ravens and the Orioles.
Yeah, the one guy is a detailer out in Hagerstown that Rod uses when he works on a lot of the big, like the tour bus type RVs, and then the other gentleman is the guy that's painting his Dodge Super Bee that he's having restored. He's the gentleman that's doing the painting. So. Okay,
did they supply lunch?
There was no lunch.
Really?
It was 8 o'clock.
You just stood here.
No. It was 8. We started at 8:30 on the dot, and we worked until 5 minutes to 9 last night.
Wow. Well,
and
good for you, man.
Kind of munchies as you go, and water when you needed it, and if you really had to go, you could go to the bathroom.
All right, and a nice paycheck at the end of the day.
Yes. They stepped up. I'll tell you that they did step up.
Good. Well, they should. They got the best, and the best ain't cheap.
No, that's what Rob has been telling me for the last 12 years. You're not charging enough. So
there you go.
So
Well, you do what you got to do, and you've got a great clientele. They are consistent, have it done. I mean, if you had to go a 30 or 40% higher than your current price right now, you probably would alienate some of your customers that you have now, or at least reduce, maybe if they have two cars, maybe two cars, then they will only do one.
right, I think we're in the
Yeah.
right neighborhood for our area. I mean,
Hmm.
certainly if I was towards D.C. or in Virginia somewhere, we could charge a little more. People are more apt to spend more money down there, but I think we're at a point now where people can afford us. We did when we raised our prices last year pretty significantly. We did lose some of our regulars that just can't afford that, and
Right.
all they really wanted was, excuse me, was their cars just cleaned and waxed, and we wanted to get out of that because there's so many other people that do that.
Right. Well, the Geon that you now install, which is the ceramic coating, you're one of the only ones in Maryland using that, aren't you?
As far as I know, we're the only ones in Maryland,
Right.
and one of the very few in the country since it's a pretty high-end product and hasn't become as well known as the others are. I'll say it that way.
Right.
Yet, as of yet, but it's got a very very good reputation, and we're really happy with it. As a matter of fact, I'm working on my car tomorrow. So
You going to do the Geon on your car?
yeah, I have not had the opportunity to really
Yeah.
do it since we've had it.
Right.
I've used some of their products on it, and I really like them. I've done my wife's car, but
Hmm.
tomorrow and Christmas Day I'll get mine done.
Are you sure you don't want me to bring one of my red cars over? Because I
Uh,
know with the Alfa Romeos, you do want to see some red cars now.
yeah, I don't think you'll need to put yourself out like that for me. So,
Really?
no,
Don't,
I'll be really honest with you. I don't want to see another red car for at least a couple days. It's just it's it's really weird how looking at the same color all day long for that many hours, you don't your eyes can't focus anymore.
I
It's
understand.
really amazing. You have to go outside and just kind of look around and then come back in.
And there were two different reds, but they were so close that it just didn't make a difference that close up to you.
Yeah, they are. They're one's a metallic red and the other's just a plain red, I'll call it.
Hmm.
But it's the shades are so similar that they all look the same.
Regularly.
And
And
it
all 160 cars were red, right?
130 of them
130. They
was
were
the
all
total.
red.
I think altogether we probably sent back out of the 130 maybe 20, which is
Okay.
not bad. I mean the damage was I don't want you to think it was body damage or anything like that. It was just paint damage that was in spots where if you touched it up at like they usually do here, you would notice it. So they need the entire panel painted, and it's going to a shop in Detroit or not in Michigan. I'm not sure if it's Detroit or not, but it is the shop where they paint the Vipers.
Oh, it is. Okay.
The
Yeah,
same
I
shop.
forget the name of that shop, but yeah, it's the same. It's attached to the Viper production, and
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, they do it right there because that is they do some miracle paint work there. I'll tell you, the Striker red car that I have is
yeah.
just phenomenal.
Yeah,
And
they do. From what the gentleman down there told us, they do really, really good work, and their Dodge has made sure that they're certified in all their
right,
techniques and tools and things like that. So that's where they're going. But
right,
as I was leaving last night, I was leaving about 9:15. There was a inner city transport company was loading up a whole load of them to take them
right.
to wherever.
Yep. Do you know if they're just being sold at regular Chrysler dealers or?
They're going through the Fiat dealerships.
Okay.
Whoever sells Fiats will have them.
Okay. Very good. Well, I saw a bunch of Alpha tomatoes over in Italy when I was there 4 weeks ago, and they've got some very stylish cars.
Yes, they do.
In fact, I'll be honest with you. Other than Ferrari and Lamborghini, okay, and you don't see too many of them in Italy. I mean, you see them in the cities that they're made, and you may
Right.
see one or two in Rome. But it's if you're going to Italy to see exotic cars, don't
Yeah.
waste your time. They're just not out. They're not around. If they're there, they're garaged because you don't ever see them on the road.
Right.
However, Alfa Romeo is a pretty popular car there, and even their sedans are pretty stylish looking. And considering the Italian folks, that's That's all they have. I mean, they don't have a whole lot that would be stylish. Their cars are very, very bland.
Yep.
So I think it's really great that the Alfa Romeos are here.
Yeah, it is. It is a it's a really attractive car. It's like well, it's a 4C, so it is a smaller design of the 8C, but it's got the same shape, the same wheels. But we did have the opportunity to kind of move some around. Now you can't go very fast because they're still in their transport modes. But
Right.
it was a comfortable car to be in, and has a really nice Italian sound to it. So I think they'll do well here. I really do. I mean, they're in the $70,000 range, which for an exotic is pretty well dirt cheap.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, at least it's the way we look at them, exotics from Italy. You
Yeah.
don't usually see that, they're going to be that kind of money. But
Right.
yeah, they should do pretty well. And I think they're doing right by the amounts. They're not bringing a ton of them in.
Right. Yeah. This first batch are all serial numbered, and it's the inaugural edition, which I think is why they're all the two different reds. And I think, from what I understand, they have a couple little options that will only be available in this version.
That's neat. That's pretty neat.
So
All
then
right.
they have another 110, I think, coming in the middle of next month. We don't know what colors or anything like that, but we'll probably have some involvement with those too, from what I understand.
You think so?
I think so.
All right. Listen, do me a favor. Tell the folks a little bit about your business. We talked about the detailing, and of course, obviously, everybody's figured out that's what you do. But you are what I like to call an extreme detailer. One car per day is what you usually do, and sometimes that one car will run over to another day, depending on what you're doing to it or how much love and care it needs. But your love and care for some cars can sometimes be well up to the 12 and 14-hour mark.
Yeah, we decided probably 2 years ago. We used to do when we started out. We did a little bit of everything that came in the door, some of the used car lots and things like that. And then we got to the point where we don't do any dealer work anymore unless they want to pay to have me fix something that they can't repair.
Right.
So we don't really do any dealership work. We still do a little bit of everything. I mean, last week I had a Ferrari, an F12 in here, and we had a Honda Accord in here. So we do the gamut.
Right.
But we decided a little over a year ago or so to just do major paint correction and ceramic coating and a high-end paint sealant. And that kind of sets us apart from other detailers that you can kind of pick and choose what you want done to your car. So our prices are a little higher than most people around here. We're not extreme, but we're probably double what everybody else is. But we put in the time and an effort on one car, and most of our clients are real enthusiastic about their cars, so it works for them.
Well, if you've ever called a detailer, okay, and scheduled an appointment, and call them, and then 3 hours later they call you back and tell you that your car is done, that should tell you something.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if that's all you need, then that's wonderful. I mean, I can send you to 12 or 13 different shops in my area that can do that for you. There's not many shops in Maryland. I only know of one other that does what we do, and that is concentrate on doing full paint corrections, and that's it. The other shop, I know the gentleman, he does very good work, but he does, if you just want your car waxed, he'll do that too. I honestly don't have time for that. I don't have time to do washes, so because our process usually takes a minimum of 8 hours. So we're pretty well tied up for the day. And you've been here, I have a small shop. I have no room for storage or anything like that. So that's how we can kind of keep our prices reasonable.
Well, I'll tell you, my car that probably you made the biggest difference in was my 2003 Viper. That was a car that I've had since 2005, and I thought it was red. I was mistaken until Mike Lambert got a hold of it.
It's not red till I say so.
What's that again?
It's not red till I say it's red.
Exactly. When you did the 2003 Viper, I was so shocked when I turned the corner and you had it sitting outside in front of your shop. I was so shocked that was my car. It was hard to believe. I mean, I've owned the car now for 9 years. I know what my car looks like inside and out. and I could not believe the difference you made on that car. It was gorgeous. It still is.
It
And
just
I told you it never won car shows before in any extreme. And the first 4 car shows I took it to after you did the detailing on it, it won all 4.
yeah. Well, that's what we like to hear. It just, I mean, after so many years, cars get kind of hazy from washing it and maintenance. I mean, things happen. It's just, even on mine, I mean, I can wash it as carefully as I can, and you're still going to come up with scratches because you're touching the car. So after a while, you need to polish the car, and then we did the coating on it, and that just kind of seals it in, and it looks good. So
very good. Well, Dave Winward couldn't be with us today from Jasper. He's at a Christmas party / meeting. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah,
this is what they did. They had a party, but told them it's also going to include a 2-hour meeting.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. And Jose and Todd from Dynamic Automotive, we honestly didn't hear from, but I don't know if they're open tomorrow. If they're not open tomorrow, they may have already gotten a head start on the holiday.
Yeah.
So, some of us just can't walk right out to our garage and get to work.
Well, I am luckily off Christmas Eve and Christmas Day this year.
Very good.
I don't know how that worked out that way. Usually
I don't either. I got cars in my garage to do. I have no idea how that happened.
So but we are working Friday and this weekend. So
okay.
We're working Sunday too.
Well, if somebody cancels out on you on any one of those days, all you got to do is call. All right.
My wife has that on a note at the very top.
Yeah, I know. And I like to bug you about it, but I know she's taking good care of me, and so are you. So, well, I think we're going to call this a night. It's a shame that it's only about a 15-minute show, but again, it's a holidays. A lot of people are doing things, and we understand them not being able to make it. Will you be able to make it next Tuesday night, Mr. Mike?
Absolutely.
All right, and you are scheduled to be on my show Saturday live, correct?
Yes, I'll be there every 2 hours. So.
All right, we did get the date for the 3rd anniversary for Hunt Valley Horsepower, April 4th.
Yeah, I think that's going to be, after last year's turnout, I think it's going to be totally insane this year.
Yeah, I think so too.
I thought last year was big. I think this year is going to be even bigger.
Well, he's going to have a parking problem because of construction. They're already talking about construction that's going to be there, and he's telling me that he wants me to try to find another location for the show, not Joe's Crab Shack. We may not be able to do it there. So after the holidays, I'm going to have to go over to Dick's Sporting Goods and see if I can work something out with them.
Either that or maybe Car Checks, because they're a sponsor.
I know, but I think they want me to be on the other side of the place.
Oh, okay. Where are they doing construction? I didn't hear anything about the construction.
Yeah, I think they're doing construction on the right by the coat place.
Burlington?
Burlington, right in that area, all the way up to Joe Crab Shack's parking lot, I think.
Wow.
So that's what I heard. So we'll find out.
Okay.
All right. So
yeah,
Mike, thank you so much.
That should be a really good time. We're gonna have to get there extra dark in the morning.
I hear that. By the way, just want to remind everybody that the show we're talking about is Hunt Valley Horsepower. It is held every Saturday, winter, summer, spring, fall, every Saturday at Hunt Valley Town Center, which is located on Shawan Road. That's spelled SHAWAN, Shawan Road, between Interstate 83 and York Road. And great opportunity to drive your car on over, talk to some folks, have a good time, grab something to drink and eat for breakfast, and that's it. There's no contest. There's no prizes. It's just people getting together and enjoying cars. And Will does a great job with Hunt Valley Horsepower every single week. So if you haven't made your way up there, even if you don't have a car to show, come on up there. Okay, they got places to park and walk around and take a look at some of the cars. Even last week, with the weather being fairly cold at 30-some degrees, you had 45 or 50 cars out there.
Oh, yeah, it was a little bit of everything, too. It wasn't just everyday drivers. If you get a rainy day or flurrying or something like that, most people will bring out the SUVs and the family cars. But, right. I mean, there was a lot of Porsches there, a couple of new GT3s, and a couple of Ferraris and things like that. So it was a little bit of everything.
Wow, very good. Well, you going to be there this Saturday, you think?
Certainly trying.
Okay, that sounds good.
I usually don't know that till Friday night, so...
Oh, I understand. Then we know it's going to be a bagel run.
Well, yeah, it's always the bagel run, yes.
Well, thank you, Mike. Appreciate you joining us. Your phone number is 410-833-4669. 1632, and your website right on the bottom of the lower third is theshineshopAutoDetailing.com. And you've got prices on there, and if they go to the area of fees, they get a little bit of a surprise. They get to see the picture of the McLaren P1 that you just did a couple weeks ago, which is one of the few in the country.
Yeah, we were real lucky. We, as well as the owner, waited about a year and a half for that car, so it's one of the very few in the country, and he just did a remarkable job of spec'ing it out. It's an absolutely gorgeous car. Really nice blue, and with the color of the wheels and the color of the interior, it turned out really well. So we were happy to work on it, and he was happy with it.
Well, a buddy of mine is trading in his Aventador, and he's getting the new Lamborghini, which is like stands for Hurricane. I think they call it Huracan. I think they call it
Huracan or something to that name.
Huracan, something like that. Yes, but it looks like the word hurricane. Okay, he's buying one of those, and with the money that he got for the Aventador as a trade-in, he got the Huracan and a Z06 coupe for that price.
Wow.
Yeah. And he's got the baby blue. They don't call it baby blue, but it's a baby blue type of Z06 at his home right now. It's a beautiful car.
Wow. It's got to be like that Le Mans blue or whatever they call it.
Yeah, I think they do call it that. So
I have something you'll be interested in also.
What's that?
Lena sent me a link to a website, and I believe I'm saying this right. It's 1 hour total Hellcat. You have to.
You saw it. You saw the car. Yes, I saw it.
Yes.
1 hour after the guy bought the car.
1 hour after he bought the car.
Right into a tree.
Yep.
And you know what? It's a horrible thing to see, but he hit that tree good by the looks of the damage of that car.
Yeah.
Okay? And all three people in that car got out without injuries.
Yep. Yeah, I was surprised to read that. I saw that it looked like the tree went right down the center of the car.
Yep.
And
he nailed it.
Yeah. But there's a quick way to lose $66,000.
Exactly. You know what? I hope. You know how sometimes when you buy a new car, you don't get a chance to call your insurance agent. You know?
Yeah. He called right away, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah, he called right after the tree. I guarantee you. You know, but wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Unreal. Yeah, that's on a number of places, a number of websites out there. But you can just Google Challenger Hellcat accident, and it comes right up.
It'll come right up. Yep.
Thank you very much, buddy. Hey, have yourself a great Christmas, Mike. It's been a pleasure working with you.
I appreciate it.
We've worked together more this year than we ever have, and I want to let you know it's been a real pleasure.
It's been my pleasure also, Dave. I appreciate it.
Okay, buddy. Merry Christmas to you and Lena, and we look forward to talking to you Saturday, and we'll talk to you on the show.
All right. Thank you very much. Same to you.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being with us this evening. I'm Dave Serio, every Saturday morning, 7 a.m. to 12 noon, right here on DaveSerio.com. And, of course, keep in mind that You Ought to Know Live is every Tuesday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on the Hangout10.com network. I'm Dave Serio. Talk to you later. Merry Christmas to you, and we'll talk to you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.